Hey everybody, it's Friday. That means it's time for High Lord Tamberlane's Obscurities in Literature. Woo ah. So today, with much internet sleuthing, I have gotten a hold of the one and only, as far as I know, piece of comic art that Edouard Guiton has published. Now, Edouard Guiton, you may not know that name, but you should recognize his art because he's the dude that's responsible for all the Zombicide covers, all of the... He did Massive Darkness, but more importantly, he did a lot of design work for Krosmaster, if you've watched any of that stuff. If you played Confrontation or AT-43 or Wrath of Kings, then more than likely you've seen his art. And I mean, you can kind of tell there's definitely that stylistic, the wispy tendrils of cloth floating around everywhere, the big swords, burly dudes, crazy ponytails. It's all there. The stripes and lines that are always rather apparent on his artwork. Random pieces of metal armor. So yeah, this book took me a long time to track down. It's only in France. This is Geste de Chevaliers Dragons. This is book 10. So La Geste... well, actually, funny thing, this was actually translated into English. Marvel, of all people, put 2 books out, and they translated it as the Chronicles of the Dragon Knights, which I guess legit, but I don't think that's really Chronicles, because it'd be this Chroniques, if I remember correctly, because I know that's like the one that Olivier Ledoux drew. But anyway, this is book 10. This is a long-running series. I don't know how interrelated they are. I read the first 2 once upon a time when they were translated in English, but this is Vers la Lumière. What is that, like, go to the light? You can see here a bunch of the other books in the series. As far as I know, they're all done by different artists. But I don't care. Because I was really interested in just this book. And, I mean, it's not like... When was this published? 2010. So it's been a few years. This is after Confrontation. This is before Zombicide was a thing. But just... You can definitely see... Giant dragons. Look at those horns. Those are totally like the Nacier horns that we see on a lot of the monsters for that faction in Wrath of Kings. I mean, it's just... I'll admit I find the backgrounds a bit lacking, but it doesn't seem like that was ever his forte anyways. Monsters and design work and wispy magic spells? Sure. Crazy undead monsters. Looks like something out of, which faction is that? Technus? From Wrath of Kings? Look at these guys. Proto-zombicide zombies. You've got the blades in his back like one of the werewolves would eventually in Wrath of Kings. So there's definitely some stylistic elements that were originating here. Kind of cool. Weird, funky buildings. Somebody looks like one of the Knights of Alahan. Or a Cadwallon guy. It's just, yeah. I'm going to keep going through this book because I doubt that it's something that everybody's going to be able to get a chance to get a hold of. I haven't bothered trying to translate it yet. Someday, maybe. Oh no, they've been captured. Look at that armor. So yeah, this is very cool to see because you can see where there's definitely some stylistic previews of what he would do later on. The stripes on the arms, much like a lot of the Wrath of Kings stuff. Look at that armor. He's using everybody as slaves, I guess. Ooh, and we get some knightly knights. Some barbarian artwork. Interesting. Surprisingly, there's not copious amounts of nudity that seem to permeate most French comics. Maybe it's just I've got bad luck when it comes to that, because it's not stuff that I can necessarily show on this channel, but yeah. Now that pose even looks like something in one of the Wrath of Kings models is in. Definitely he does a good job with his big battles, and somebody just lost their head. Okay. So yeah, something different. Something that not everybody gets a chance to see, especially if you are in the English-speaking world and not part of the Francophile world of comics. It's definitely a big gap between what we've got translated here and what's available outside of the US. So just something different, something fun, and something that if you are a gaming fan, you probably would recognize some of the artwork. So hopefully you found that interesting, hopefully you found that enjoyable, and hopefully I'm going to get a chance to read that. With that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities in Miniature and Literature. Saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.